I would...
Did you blag a ticket to go and see that?
No, I'd go and watch it if I found it on the tube, you know? Like those newspapers. Is that too extreme an analogy? You know, if I found the musical lying on the tube, I'd watch it there.
Yes.
In some sort of futuristic CD plug-in thing. Oh, there it is.
DVD. Are you into musicals in general?
No, I'm not into musicals in general. I'm into
What
not
have you got
musicals.
against musicals?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's all the singing with the leg out the back thing, and that running one where they seem to be running on the spot. That move in the dance thing.
Mel, All Saints are seeking a replacement at the moment for Melanie while she has her baby.
Is that true, though?
Yeah,
really?
apparently, yeah.
What?
Did you ever consider replacing Jerry, though, when she left?
Never.
Never had a conversation with the group saying, like,
Never.
what should we do? You must have...
It'd be so difficult because we're so close-knit, do you know what I mean? And for someone else to come into that environment, for them, it'd be so difficult because I think you'd be a bit like, you know.
When she left and you having to do performances on your own, did that feel really strange? Like,
it did at first.
You know,
we had
legs
two
falling
gigs.
off or something?
We had 2 gigs left in Europe without her, and then we had a bit of a break. But then, like the first 2 gigs, it was just so strange because like so many times I'd like turn around and like we'd interact, you know, on bits when she'd be next to me, whatever, and it's like she's just not there, and you felt like, you know, you'd had a limb miss, and it really was like that. But then when we'd like, you know, re-rehearsed a week off, whatever, went over to America, it felt like she'd never been there in the first place.
That's terrible, though.
It's really strange. Now it feels like, you know, she's, you know, a mate from way back, but it feels like she was never in the band.
Do you see her? Are you still in touch with her?
I haven't seen her because, like, well, we've been back for about a fortnight now, like from America, but I've not seen her. But she's busy, isn't she?
Have your paths just completely separated, and you doubt very much whether you will be seeing her socially or anything?
Yeah, I mean, socially, I probably wouldn't see her anyway, but maybe through work. But I mean, we're still in touch. You know, she wrote me a letter the other day.
What did she say? Was it just a matey letter?
Yeah, it was just like, hi, you know, hope things are alright and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why did she not go to Mel B's wedding? Because that is bound to make people think,
she didn't actually go to Mel's wedding because she was in America. Because she was doing some awards. Awards. What was
MTV, I think.
You know, some awards, the MTV awards.
Yeah.
So she wasn't in the country.
Okay, so she probably had an invitation, but she couldn't make it.
Nobody has an invitation. It was hush hush.
Okay, 6 years ago, baggy-trousered Cockneys E17 shuffled into the charts with their mix of pop and rap lines with E17 and Brian Harvey minus any underarm hair. I don't know if you noticed that. Mel,
I think very dangerous calling themselves E17 after the whole Brian Harvey thing. When I first heard that they were making, you know, coming back, I thought, oh yeah, nice one. As long as the music's good, you know what I mean. Then
yeah,
I hope they do well. But then I just thought it was a bit.
So yeah, what do you make of the music? Just too bland?
Yeah, I thought if that's the first single off your album, that's a bit of a shame because like you want like some impact, wouldn't you? But I mean that would
sounds
be a
very American, very much like Boys to Men, don't you think?
I think he's got a good voice. I like his voice. You know, it's really R&B, but it's not my cup of tea anyway. That kind of music.
You had Brian Harvey at the front. There were 2 boys in the background either side.
Terry and John.
Terry and John. All coming from Walthamstow, of course.
Doing all that.
Yeah, like this. What do I do? What do I do? Just keep doing that. Just keep doing that.
Occasionally coming forward and do it.
Do you have a use for them, or
what?
They're for the boys.
Backing singers.
Yes.
Very little backing singer usage in stand-up. It's they just don't really work. People coming forward saying, "Yeah, in a barn," you know, coming back with it wouldn't work for me. In a pub, 2 men in a pub, you know, wouldn't really happen. But I thought Tony Mortimer, that was his band, wasn't it? Because there was always a video with those 3 guys doing a bit of coming forward and the stuff. Yeah. And Tony Mortimer was off in a car, you know, mending a truck somewhere, being very separate. It was always like designed, I thought, so that Tony could go off and you know, be himself. I was never in that band type thing. He was always dressed to completely different. Less of that because they always had very strange usage of facial
appendages, yeah.
There, and he just had nothing like that. It was like in a different band. The guy behind in black.
So can you see stardom for this lot? Do you think it will happen?
Well, no, I didn't like that video. It was a lot of car driving and driving through litter. It's the professionals.
Crispin, what did you make of E17? Brian and his boys?
Yeah, I thought the boys in the back were cool, actually. I think they made up for Brian taking himself so seriously. I think they were joking.
What about the new sound?
I like the one where when they did the Brits Awards and they were all in anoraks singing Rain or something, and what's the singer called again? What's the guy?
Brian, the short bloke.
No, the other guy who left.
Tony.
Tony was there in his wheelchair with a bus leg.
Yeah.
That will be done.
Time to get somber now and get a bit morbid. We caught up with the Master of Darkness, Marilyn Manson, and asked the Antichrist superstar, what would your swan song be, your theme tune?
Oh, I don't know. Either Eric Idle's fantastic, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life,
Right.
which, as long as they have Life's a Piece of Shit in it, because that's an important line, and it has become an anthem, and everyone sings it, which is great. Either that or Helter Skelter by the Beatles, just because it's wrong to have it at a funeral.
Crispian, what would your song be?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's very important, I think, you know, where you're at. When
to make a statement.
When you leave your body, isn't it? You've got to be very much kind of absorbed in something. And I think it'd have to be Marilyn Manson, probably. He'd send me off on someplace. I think it's all over to Marilyn Manson's funeral for a pie, yeah? I mean,
to impale yourself. Metal, what tune would you want played? The final curtain falls.
I quite like the idea of having something nice and jolly. But I don't know, immediately when I asked that question, I just thought of Imagine by John Lennon, and I don't know why. But that's like really freaky,
poignant, I suppose.
Like, well, all your family is sitting there and he's singing Imagine There's No Heaven.
Okay, we're going to talk more in just a bit. After the break, we relive the 80s excess of Duran Duran and Culture Club, plus award-winning hip-hoppers Jurassic 5 rip it up with their new single, so stick around. Hello, welcome back to the show with me, Jo Whiley, and my guest tonight, Crispian Mills.
Hello.
And Eddie Izzard.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
I don't want to say hello.
Okay.
I don't want to, we said hello at the beginning.
Well, no,
No, not
so the
hello.
people
I
think
take
you're still
back
happy
that
to
hello.
be here.
I withdraw my hello, just general hi.
Now, next month sees the release of 2 greatest hits albums from a pair of the glitziest bands of the last decade, Culture Club and Duran Duran. They ruled the charts, they won trophies, and they adorned the walls during the early 80s. But then the hair flicks went flat and the lipstick dried up. Now they've returned with nationwide tours, and the 80s are set to be big in the 90s. Here's a reminder of what made them such a swooning success. Just to remind you exactly what it was like all that time ago. Were you a fan of either of those bands?
no, I wasn't a great fan, but I mean, they've got their hair and makeup place, especially in rock history.
Well, do you think it was more a matter of style over content at that point?
Was it a makeup kind of
I have no
thing
idea.
for you?
Well,
Did it do anything for you?
Well, the makeup thing was interesting because George was right out there on his own, and I was kind of influenced by that. But in the whole new romantic period, everyone wearing makeup. I mean, you know, previously with Bowie and Mark Bolan and whatever, I just couldn't go towards that because I wasn't an out transvestite at the time. And I should tell people now, that should be a flashing thing, he is a transvestite even though he's wearing a beard thing come up. So I didn't actually pick up on that. I had the opportunity to, but I couldn't go because it was too close to home, and I wasn't out. I didn't come out until after that.
What, were you kind of paranoid, thinking if I say that I like that, people will guess, people will know?
Absolutely, on the spot.
So should we ask Mel what she thinks of Culture Club?
Never liked Culture Club, never liked Duran Duran, because I was a complete whammette.
Right.
So like that.